Hello, tennis coaches. My name is Kayla, and I'm going to be discussing a couple of strategies we can use to help improve confidence in our athletes on the court. Confidence isn't just important for their performance, it is also very important for their mental health. So, if we can help improve confidence with using these strategies, then we're going to see an improvement in their performance as well as their mental health. So to start things off, I want to get into the strategy of teaching your athlete to let go of the outcome. They should not be worrying about if they fail, what people are going to think about them, what their teammates are going to think about them, what the coach, you, are going to think about them, and what their peers are going to think about them. They need to just focus on themselves and their skills. And by doing this, you will help them be more confident. So how do we do this? How do we practice this? Well, we can sit down with each individual and learn about them. Ask them what their expectations for themselves are. What goals do they have for themselves? And we can learn a lot about their attitude toward themselves, if they're positive or negative. And we can also see if the goals that they're setting or expectations that they're setting, if they're too high, if they are not going to be met. Because if they're not going to be met, they're going to feel like they're failing, which is bringing down the confidence. So if they're too high, we need to work with them and bringing them down, making them smaller, trying to get them to feel achievement, feel success, which can overall help their confidence and help them not worry about the outcome of the match because they are reaching these goals. The next strategy is teaching them how to play functionally. Really try to not teach perfection. Everyone wants to be perfect, but that is nearly impossible. You should teach your athlete that they do not need to play perfect in order to perform their best. This kind of goes in with the term of playing ugly. You don't have to play pretty in order to win, So what you can do is you can go to your athlete during the changeover in their match, during their little break, and you can ask them, you go, hey, so what's going on? Like, what's working for you and what isn't? Your athlete is going to be pretty self-aware of their performance. So if let's say they're struggling with their serve, but they also say that they're hitting their ground strokes pretty well, then you can say, okay, well, let's focus on your serve. Let's try and minimize the room for error there. So let's cut back on the first serve. Let's not make it so hard, and let's focus on getting it in. So you can go towards what you feel more confident in right now, which is your ground strokes. And by doing this, and by helping them realize that, hey, my serve isn't really working too well today, but this is, then they can feel more confident in their game and just play how they should be playing today. The next strategy I want to talk about, and the last one, is teaching them how to play freely. Teaching them to trust themselves and feel confident in themselves and their skills. You can do this by really pushing their abilities. You need to show them that they have been improving and that they truly have the abilities to play the game that they want to play at the level that they want to play. So you could maybe take a video of them in the beginning of the season compared to one in the middle and be like, hey, look, you're really improving on your serve. You're really getting a lot of spin on your ball. Like, you're doing so much better. Trying to boost their confidence and make them feel more confident in themselves and their skills, which can overall help their performance, help them win more matches. So I hope you take these strategies and use them to work on your athletes and help boost their confidence.